Hey everybody. So today was day one of my 40-day water fast out here in the barren lands of Texas. Pretty much a desert. Just a few miles away is Retrain, Texas, which is called the Oasis of Texas. Pretty much a nice little natural spring in the middle of a bunch of desert type land. There's a lot of rattlesnakes and scorpions, and I heard there's bats and all sorts of cool things. But today was great. Day one, only water, nothing else, no food, so I'm kind of hungry. But yeah, I'm completely fine. I'm not losing my mind. I did walking today. I kind of walked down this highway, which is Highway 17, I believe. I'm not really sure. But I kind of walked just a few miles down and back, and kind of just did some thinking, some light walking, nothing too heavy. And I'm here. If you didn't see my video yesterday, which was kind of like the introduction to this water fast, I kind of explained my situation and how I've somehow came to this place for a reason, and it's the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I don't know if that's a mirror image or not, but yeah, I've became sort of homeless out 1,000 miles away from where I live. Check out my video, it kind of explains a few things. So I somehow came to this church and made a decision to water fast for 40 days. But the reason I'm recording it all is to teach people through my experience. Sun's going down, the Davis Mountains over there. It's a beautiful place. It's kind of just really flat, really just not much around, but it's got an amazing view of the sky, and the mountains are beautiful. So I came to this church in kind of seeking refuge because I didn't really have anywhere to go, and that's kind of a long story, but they're an Adventist church, which is more of a plant-based church. They kind of promote plants versus animal products, and that's kind of what I promote also. I've again, if anyone doesn't know my story, if they're just now watching this, I used to weigh over 500 pounds, had a bunch of health issues, couldn't really walk that well. I had lymphedema in my leg, chronic tendonitis, all that stuff. I really had a bunch of bad things wrong with me. So I got tired of that. I made a decision to change, and I lost about 300 pounds, and now I do a lot of distance running. And after this, I plan on training for an Ironman triathlon and do a 50-mile run and a 100-mile run. So I'm documenting what I'm doing. So I lost a bunch of weight. I got down to 204 pounds. But lately I've kind of ate stuff that I probably shouldn't have, some processed food, some excess salts, and now I'm kind of just going back through the steps that I did before. So what I did before was I did a 10-day water fast. And following that water fast, I went completely plant-based. I chose the whole foods plant-based lifestyle. So a lot of people don't really know what that is, and that's pretty much why I'm recording everything, to teach people about the science and the ways of water fasting, the benefits of fasting, but also the lifestyle that follows after. which I believe the optimal way is through eating whole plants. And if I can just reach anyone who is anywhere near the situation I was in, then I'm succeeding. And that's all I try to do is just share my story to help others. Because without other people sharing their stories, I don't know if I'd be where I am today. Because they kind of helped me realize that things are possible. And I hope to share more about the people that I've met along my journey in future videos. But today's day one. There's a lot of time left. So I'm water fasting for 40 days. And it's basically to help a lot of people understand what I've done and how to water fast. I run a water fasting group, and it's up to 8,400 members as of today, and that's exciting because a lot of people are there to learn and heal and lose weight. I don't recommend water fasting as the sole source of losing weight. I really tried to preach about the lifestyle afterwards, and that lifestyle is what changed my life, and that's what I kind of want to tell people about and talk more about my story. But just to start off, because this is day one, I want you to, if you can, check out a movie that really helped me a lot, and that is the movie Forks Over Knives. That movie's on Netflix, if you have Netflix. There's also a movie called What the Health. A couple of movies that kind of tell people about the plant-based way of eating. So check those out, just as a starting point to understand the lifestyle that I have followed. There's a lot of science behind it, a lot of doctors involved. And I hope to talk about all of this science and all of these doctors and all of these epiphanies that I've had along the past 3 years. There's so much I want to talk about, but like I said, there's plenty of time. I plan on making a lot of videos daily, if not every other day, depending on what's going on. So, day one, only water. I feel amazing. I feel fine. Just a little hungry. The deep cleansing processes haven't started yet, and I know that is going to be a struggle. I'm ready for it. I've done multiple fasts before. I've done 14 days a few times, and I'm looking forward to overcoming these struggles, but I know it's going to be a roller coaster of a lot of goods and bads. I know it's going to be pretty emotional, because it's one of the hardest things I've done is these extended water fasts, and this one is I'm setting my mind to say I'm doing 40 days, because my situation I'm in, I kind of have exactly that amount of time. Look at these clouds, beautiful. But I actually have right at 40 days to do this, and then I get back to work, and that's kind of explained in my other video. So I'm not gonna keep this video too long. I want to talk about so much, and I'm gonna maybe try to write down a little plan of what I'm gonna talk about and when. But this church, this Seventh-day Adventist Church here in Saragossa, Texas, has really taken me in, and it's just beyond amazing that they've done that. So I'm trying to help them out, watch over it, keep it kept up nice, and I owe them a lot just for helping me out. So check those movies out. Forks Over Knives. Honestly, what happened, and I'm just going to kind of briefly go over how this all started for me, but obviously I was sick, I was dying, I couldn't really walk, I was overweight my whole life. My mother had some health issues, and it all kind of hit me at once that I needed to make a change, and somehow around May of 2015, I I found I didn't find a water fasting group, but I found just a health group. I think it was called Earth Friendly Choices, I believe. But the admin, one of the admins, Deborah Pagow, I believe her name is, she messaged me and asked me what brought me to a plant-based lifestyle. And I had no idea what she was talking about. So, she sent me a link to a video, and it was called the Starch Solution. And it was an hour and 15-minute long video, I believe, of a Dr. John McDougall on stage talking at some veg source convention or seminar about health. And it was Dr. McDougall talking about how people can eat potatoes and rice and fruit and lose weight. Well, I've always done the low-carb thing, and I thought that was nonsense. And I was like, well, there's no way you can lose weight by eating potatoes and rice. So I had to disprove it. I spent many hours, basically 2 years of nonstop research trying to disprove it. But once after about a month, I pretty much made the decision, like, I'm going to try this because people are changing their lives by doing it. So I went on a 10-day water fast, and then I gave up animal products and oils and mostly processed food. It was a transitional progression, but that's what I want to teach, and that's what I want to share with people by recording these videos. So just stay tuned, keep watching. Tomorrow's going to be day 2. It's a crazy journey I've been on. I mean, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere with nothing, and I'm at this church. I'm living in the church, and I'm water fasting, and I think it's wonderful. I think it should be a big worry for me, maybe, and I know my family and my friends and people who care about me are really concerned, and that's why I'm also making these videos, so they can see me and know that I'm doing okay. So, day 1, done. 39 to go. Check out that movie. Check out the Starch Solution video. Maybe I can find a link and put it in the comments. I just want people to understand that there's a way out. If you're sick, if you're dying, if you're overweight, you're depressed, you have headaches, if you have heart disease, diabetes. You know, I said yesterday in the video, it's all needless. You don't have to be suffering right now. And the answer is kind of simple. All you have to do is follow nature's protocol. That's it. All you have to do is eat whole plants. And that sounds so simple, which it kind of is, but there's a way to eat everything that you want to eat. If you want pizza, you can make pizza in a whole foods, plant-based way. If you want tacos, you can make it in a healthy way. And drink water. It's about resetting your body and your mind to where you don't have to have the high pleasurable foods. It's not about seeking out pleasure. It's about understanding that you don't need to always be extremely happy about your meal. And there's a way to reset your mind and your taste buds to enjoy eating fruits and vegetables and whole grains and beans. I mean, I eat rice and beans. I eat oatmeal. I eat potatoes, sweet potatoes. I used to not like any of this stuff, really. I used to hate watermelon. But I knew that I could retrain my taste buds to liking certain things if I kept out the drugs, the sugar, the salt, the oil, the processed flours. It's all very, very, very pleasurable, and if you're so used to eating french fries and chicken nuggets and soda and candy bars, well, you know, an apple's not going to add up. It's not going to be as good or as pleasurable, and that's what I'm going to teach on these videos, is the mechanics of the body, the science behind the food, the mindsets that you might have to have, and basically just show people that there is a way out. Because everyone I love and care about, there's so many people who are suffering. and I don't want them to. And I'm passionate about making that not happen for them, if they are willing to listen and willing to make a change. So it's all about lifestyle. Water fasting is a way to reset the body and cleanse the body out of all that stuff that's making people sick. And it's not easy. But whenever people say they're fighting obesity or they're fighting disease, well, I tell you what, if you want a warrior behind you and doing the fighting, well, water fasting and a whole foods plant-based way of eating is a really amazing way of doing it. I think it's the way of doing it, the way nature intended. So I'm going to touch more on all of this in the future. I don't want to make these videos too long because people don't have too much time to sit and watch a 20-minute video, and I'm sorry, but if you want change bad enough, you need to devote your time to learning. You need to learn the science. You need to learn why you need to do it. You need to learn how to do it. And I'm telling you, I'm doing it for you right now for free. I don't want any money. I don't want anything. I'm just doing it because I care about people. So, stay tuned. Day 1 over. Take care. Watch those movies. Check out some videos. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up. A lot of great information that's changed my life immensely. So, sun's going down. I'm gonna watch the sunset, and tomorrow's day 2. I'll make another video, and it's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful life. So, love y'all. Take care. Bye.